So welcome back for the very first time to this here channel. And I'm Adriana and I'm a mom of 6, and usually every other Saturday I take like a full refresh day. Now today it's just a refresh morning because yesterday was my daughter Alora's 3rd birthday and we're having like a little mini birthday party for her. We're stationed 3,000 miles away from our family, so it's literally just us. So this morning I just still needed to make sure that I got my time in, and today I'm headed into Barnes & Nobles to pick up a few books that I've been having my eye out for, specifically Plus Size Player, because I cannot get Curvy Girl Summer out of my mind. And then after that I'm gonna run over to Silent Book Club, get some reading time in, some chit chat time in with the people there, and then I'll be headed back home. So before we go into this bookstore, I cannot stress enough how, as a mom, I've been a mom now for 15 years, it's so important to make some time for yourself. If you're not a mom yet, you know, if you've been a mom for a long time and you've just forgotten about yourself, it is so important to take some time for yourself, and do not ever let your hobbies go, because I've been there. When I was in that, it was not good for me, not good for them, not good for my marriage, and this is really, really, really important. You are still you. So before I get on my soapbox, I'm gonna take you guys with me in Barnes & Nobles. I did charge my mic this time, and I did figure out which receiver I'm supposed to plug it in. So we're gonna see if this mic is gonna work when we go in there, so that way I feel less awkward. I'm trying to do things that help me feel less awkward. So I have my mic kit right here inside of my little bag. And yeah, let's go ahead and go in Barnes & Nobles.
Okay, you guys, so I've talked about this before, but my Barnes & Nobles is with it. Like, I came in here and they have a full stack of Plus Size Player on the table. And also, whenever they don't have something, if you just like talk to them and say like, hey, this isn't here and it's like a new release or whatever, they will stock it like crazy. So I just went and checked the shelves, and not only is she on the table that is for Black voices only, she's on the shelf as well with multiple copies. So speak up, talk to your people at Barnes & Nobles. The worst thing that could happen is that they don't do it, but my Barnes will. My Barnes will for sure. And then even when I was walking around here, I've seen a lot more Black books facing forward instead of just being hidden back in the shelves. They're actually displaying them where they can be seen and people can get interested in them. So that's just a little note. Don't be afraid to tell them that they need to have the book in the store. So I got this one. Obviously, I'm going to get another one, but let's go see what else they got. You guys, last year I gave my sister my copy of 7 Days in June, and she never brought it back. So I'm tempted to just buy another copy. I have not seen this book since last spring, and it's my favorite. Like, I can honestly say I think this is my #1 Black romance of all time. And I don't have my physical copy. I have it on audiobook, but I just want my physical copy, you know? It's my favorite. Y'all tell me if I should come back and get it next time. I actually saw Faith, if you know her, here on YouTube, and Haley Pham talk about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and it's about a girl who is investigating a murder of her friend, and it was thought to be her boyfriend who killed her, and so she's investigating that, and she comes to the realization that that might not be what happened, and she's doing all of this for her senior project. Now this is YA, so I'm thinking I can get this, I can read it, see what it's like, see what's in here. And me and Lily, that's my oldest, we share books sometimes, so I'm going to grab this because I finally got one that's buy one get one half off instead of buy one half. This can be half off and full price. Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's another book in here that I really want to get, and it's Blue Sisters, and it just came out on paperback because I like paperback so much better and they're more affordable. So I'm going to think about getting that one, and I'm gonna go check and see what they have over here in the romance section. You guys see what I'm saying here? We have a book right here. We have Brittany Cherry facing forward over there. We have Etta Easton facing forward over here. We have the neighbor favor right underneath her facing forward. And I'm sure if I went around, there would be a bunch more. But a win is a win. And I'm thoroughly impressed. We have Curvy Girl Summer here. And I also saw a table with another stack. So 3 different locations to get that. My Barnes has Kennedy Ryan with an entire section. It's usually actually bigger than this. I don't know if people have just been like buying all her books or what, but she usually always has her own section. And then I don't have many facing forward on this side. I don't see very many. Like, I believe that this book deserves to face forward, period. And so does this one. These are perfect for the summertime, honestly. I didn't even put that in my summer Rex video, but these are perfect for the summertime. Tell me about this book. I like this cover. Tell me about this book, y'all. Should I get it? No? Get it secondhand? Go inside. I don't want to mess up the book. My daughter says this is hilarious. I haven't read it yet. This one doesn't get enough hype. You guys need to read that.
I got the goods. I got the goods. And let me tell you, it was not as bad this time when I was in there, and I think my mic is working. So it wasn't so bad. Like, I didn't feel too awkward. Like I said, this is my hair is changing. Sorry guys, I'm easily distracted by my hair because it's very humid outside. But anyways, so this is my home Barnes and Nobles, and like, they do not care that I'm in there with the camera and filming or whatever, but I did get the goods. I did only get 3 books, okay? And I stuck to what I said, and I want to do a little bit of like research, recognizances. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah. I needed that. But on Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. I've never heard of her. I've never read anything by her. But the cover and the premise sounded so funny. I really, really, really wanted to get it. But I just want to be sure. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just get the book because I want to get the book and not do the research and not worry about, I don't know, whatever. It looks super summery and they're on a boat. But anyways, here are the 3 books that we got. But before that, I wanted to say I did get these Legendborn stickers. They weren't the cheapest thing, and they had a super pack that was like $30, and I was like, no. But I did get these for my daughter, and she loves Legendborn. I talk about this all the time. She's read the books over and over and over. If you ask her for a book rec, she's going to tell you the Legendborn series. Or for the younger crowd, she'll tell you Amari and the Night Brothers series. So if you have a kid who loved Amari and the Night Brothers and they're a little bit older now, they will love the Legendborn series according to her. So I did get her this sticker pack, and I hope she likes it. And I need to get her like a new little water bottle so she can have it, you know, because she goes to, my kids are homeschooled, but she goes to co-op, and so she takes Japanese. She's taking Japanese 3 there. She's only 15, and she'll be there, and it's really, really hot. But anyways, here are the 3 books that I got. I did get Holly Jackson, a good girl's guide to murder, and I'm hoping this is really, really good. And the thing about YA is that the words are usually a little bit bigger, and it seems more fast-paced and really like easy for your mind to read. So my daughter's never read thrillers, and if this passes the test, then I'm gonna go ahead and pass it along to her, because you should always have thrillers in your life. And then I went ahead and got Plus Size Player. Y'all, this is going to be on my TBR for the month of July. Don't be surprised. I will be reading this probably next weekend because Curvy Girl Summer has been one of my favorite reads so far. And the cover. So here's Plus Size Player, and then I'm going to put Curvy Girl Summer right here so you guys can see. They're fire. Like, they're tee-hee. Body is doing what it needs to do. Look at that. Look at him too. Kind of looks like my husband, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, yeah, so this one is featuring Nina Ford, and she doesn't put all her eggs in one basket. If you remember her from Curvy Girl Summer, she's the friend who dates around. She doesn't just stick to one person. She's like trying to find who's right for her. So I don't know anything about the man though. It says inevitably her eggs are bound to get cracked like her back. Shut up. Shut up. Kennedy Ryan says her wit is sharp, her writing is crisp, and her spice is top tier. It really actually is, and it's not unnecessary. It's there for a reason. It's good there for a good time, not a long time. Like, it's not extra, but it's there because it needs to be there. And then the final one that I picked up is Blue Sisters by Coco Mellers, and I've been waiting to get this one for quite some time because I really don't like getting hardcovers, and I learned my lesson when I got the great BBL, because I was like, I got this hardcover for what? That's a whole nother story. I'll put a little card thing right here and you guys can watch my 5-star anticipated read videos and you'll see why. But I'm gonna read this one to you. It says, the three Blue sisters are exceptional and exceptionally different. Avery, the eldest and a recovering heroin addict turned straight-laced lawyer, lives with her wife in London. Bonnie, a former boxer, works as a bouncer in Los Angeles following a devastating defeat. And Lucky, the youngest, models in Paris while trying to outrun her hard partying ways. They also had a fourth sister, Nikki, whose unexpected death left the family reeling. A year later, as they each navigate grief, addiction, and ambition, they must return to New York to stop the sale of the apartment they were raised in. But coming home is never as easy as it seems. The sisters reckon with the disappointments of their childhood and the loss of the only person who held them together. They realize that the greatest secrets they've been keeping might not have been from one another, but from themselves. Imbued with Coco Mellers' signature combination of humor and heart, Blue Sisters is a story of what it takes to keep living after loss and ultimately to fall in love with life again. So I love like getting a really good contemporary fiction. I don't believe that all contemporary fictions are the same, and sometimes they can feel a little bit boring, but this one really was appealing to me. My mom is one of 4 sisters. I have 4 daughters. I'm only one of 2. It's just me and my sister, but the dynamics between sisters and how different every person can be, and like in a family, and they're all raised in the same household but by different parents. Don't get it wrong, because each child experiences a different parent. I believe that is like what develops them so differently, even though you're in the same household. But yeah, I just really wanted to dive into this, and like everything about this to me looked like summer. Yeah, it felt like summer. It's been on my TBR for a long time. So now what I'm going to do, because it's already 11:45 and I have to drive like 30 minutes away, I'm going to go ahead and head over to Silent Book Club. I'm gonna take you guys there with me, grab my coffee, and the book that I'm actually decided to bring with me was It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. I tried to start it last weekend at the pool and it just was not happening. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take that hour to read as much as I can. Her books are really easy to get through, and just like the writing, it doesn't take too much, and the stories aren't long. They're perfect for the beach, for the pool. This one actually is longer than the other 2 that I read. This one's 326 pages. The other ones I think were 300 or less. So this is the one I'm taking with me. I'm gonna head over there. I'm repeating myself. Don't let this lose you. Okay, I'll see you when we get to the coffee shop. Okay, so I got the date for the silent read wrong. It's tomorrow. It's usually always on Saturdays, so I didn't even pay attention to the actual date, but it's tomorrow. But what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna sit in here and I'm gonna personally read, because I drove all the way here to Portsmouth and I live in Hampton. If you wanna see a map, look it up. Hampton, Virginia, Portsmouth, Virginia. It's a good 30-minute drive. So I'm still gonna read, I'm gonna give myself something to eat, and then I'm just gonna head back home. So sorry, book club, I missed you guys this week. Alright, you guys, the day is finally done and I had such a good day. Like you guys saw me earlier today, I went out to the bookstore, got some books that I wanted. They're right over here. And I did have a mishap. Wah, wah, wah. And I totally misread the flyer for the Silent Book Club. but it was okay. I sat there. I was not the only person who didn't read the flyer correctly. There were other people who came before me and left, and then some people who just ended up staying. I sat and chatted with another mom, and then I read my book for like 20 minutes. And I am currently on page 36, and I'm actually really enjoying this one. I was nervous because, you know, I really loved summer romance, and then I wasn't really a fan of Nora Goes Off script, so I didn't know where we were going to end up with this. But so far, so good. It's been very easy to get into. The writing is true Annabelle Monaghan style. Like, it flows very easy. This book is longer, I think, than both of the other ones that I read by her, because it's about 326 pages. The other two were less than 300 pages, I think. We'll see what happens. I will let you guys know when I do my wrap up how I feel about this one. And just to recap, we did pick up Blue Sisters, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and Plus Size Player. I will probably be digging into this one here sometime this week. It's one of my most anticipated reads this summer. I will be digging into it. And once again, in my last video, I showed you guys how easy I can take off the stickers. No residue. Just get your fingernail under there. Get you a fingernail, get it under there, hook it, and pull it off. Okay? That's all you got to do. Outside of that, I am so exhausted because it was my 3-year-old's birthday yesterday. We celebrated it today. We got them a blow-up pool, we got pizzas, cut up watermelon, we made homemade cake. My 2 oldest daughters made her the cake. True 90s fashion. Like, one of the things that's really been helping me when it comes to having so many kids is to not feel the pressure when it comes to like birthdays and gifts and all of these things, especially because we're with each other all the time. Instead of that, I really started to think about like what birthdays felt like when I was a kid, and they felt very simple. And even if to the adults they probably didn't feel simple, still to them they were immersed and they looked like they were having a great time too. And so I just keep thinking to myself, I want to give my kids childhood birthdays. So like from now on, like I want to say we started this year. I was just going and buying like the simple little round cakes, but now we're just making homemade cakes, which has been so nice because either I make it or the girls make it, and it just feels more special. And then I always get them their birthday number balloon. We like either do pizzas or we do like hamburgers and hot dogs, and we get wet outside because most of the kids are during warm months. The colder month kids, a little bit more difficult, but we like do like bowling or something, and I don't feel any stress. I don't feel any pressure. I don't feel the need to perform for other people. This is about a celebration of the kid, and that's just my personal take on it. But anyways, yeah, we had fun doing that together. I feel rejuvenated. I feel a little rested. I feel like I deleted a little bit of overstimulation, and I can breathe a little bit again. So I'm going to read tonight. I want to thank you all for being here. If you have not yet, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys in another one. Until then, happy reading.